Hello and welcome back to the Ducoscopy Studios here in Geneva. Today we'll be discussing alignment within the business, and with this I'm joined by Bill Zeeb. So Bill, welcome back to the studios.
Thank you, Jessica. It's great to be here.
So Bill, tell me, how do strategic plans play a role in this alignment process?
Well, no business is a blank canvas, and when you want to launch some significant continuous improvement efforts, it's important to take into consideration the existing strategic layout as well as any future strategic plans that are set. And when that's available, taking that into account in project selection is very essential. So we have structured ways that we make sure that happens. On the other hand, some businesses don't always have their structure as defined and documented as they'd like. And in such cases, we're using value stream maps much more to help them refine that.
So how have businesses best organized the value creation for continuous improvement?
This is a great question, because if we don't create value when we're doing continuous improvement for the customer and for the employees and for the shareholders, there's no purpose in putting in the effort. And there's some very smart gentlemen at McKinsey who have written this book on valuation, which has multiple models on how to quantify the financial impact. And we like to use some of the tools they've developed that we've refined for use in project definition, things like economic value add analysis, where we'll actually do a model of the business and look at the business through 8 or 10 different scenarios to understand what each scenario brings in terms of financial impact. Another thing we like to do is look at the balance sheet and the profit and loss statement in depth and do a value driver analysis that helps us also prioritize. And getting this different lens of looking at projects helps leadership teams to reduce ones that are less value adding and put more emphasis on the ones that are going to deliver the cash.
And in regards to stream mapping, so what role does this play when looking at alliance leaderships?
Value stream mapping is one of the most powerful tools to get leadership teams aligned. People often wait until they've got leadership aligned to use it. We've had great success using value stream mapping with leadership teams to actually help them prioritize and clarify their strategic gaps. And it's a very much of a hands-on activity. We've even been blessed to have workshops where we have 5 or 6 teams working in parallel in a giant ballroom where we're mapping an entire business. And coming out of that, we got a lot of strategic clarity and a lot of energy to drive continuous improvement.
So Bill, is there any roles that leaderships should play at this stage?
What we need leadership to do is help prioritize and get the business aligned about which few vital projects we want to work on. And there's some certain rules that we need to follow there. We need a leader to own and to feel responsible for the success of each project in terms of staffing it and making sure the resources and the data are available. We need to make sure projects are ambitious from a financial point of view, and the financial tools help us to validate that. But we have to be cautious that we don't become overambitious and try to solve world hunger in one project. We've seen a lot of teams really struggle and unfairly be put in a situation where the problem they have is just too large. So we need some type of referee to make sure that the project size is appropriate. But once we have that in place, the success rate of projects that can be completed in 6 months is generally very, very high.
Fantastic. Well, Bill, thank you so much for coming and taking the time to speak with us today.
It's a great pleasure to be here and share some of the richest learnings I've had over my career with the audience. Thank you, Jessica. I look forward to the next one as well. Fantastic.
Thank you. And thank you for watching. For all the latest Ducoscopy updates and interviews, do keep clicking back. Goodbye for now.